Dear student, today I discuss nuclear forces. What is the meaning of nuclear force? Nuclear force means it is a imaginary force. It is a imaginary force to hold the nucleons in the nucleus. All nucleonsని గ్యాదర్ చేసే ఫోర్స్ని ఏమంటారు అంటే న్యూక్లియర్ ఫోర్స్ అంటారు. Once again, what is the nuclear force? Is a imaginary force to hold the nucleons in the nucleus. This force is called nuclear force. Now, in this nuclear force, first property. Here, generally, nucleus is a microscope, not a macroscope. Nana. It is a microscope. Microscope means nucleus can see only by using microscope. That means very minute nucleus, minute particles. So that's why it acts a short distance. For example, proton, the distance between is nearly 1.5 Fermi. Below it will be act. That means it is a very short range force. Nana. Short range means it acts short distance. Nuclear force is a strongest force in nature. Generally, in the nature, mainly three forces are there. One is gravitational force Fg, electromagnetic force Fe, nuclear force Fn. Gravitational force acting between the masses, electromagnetic forces acting between the charges, nuclear force acting between the nucleons and the protons and neutrons. Here, gravitational force and electromagnetic force and nuclear force ratio is 1 is to 10 power 36 is to 10 power 38. In this ratio, to indicate 10 power 38 is a more strongest. So that's why nuclear force is a very strongest force in nature. What is the first property? Nuclear force is a short distance force. It acts only 10 power minus 15 Fermi. That means 1.5 into 10 power minus 15 meters. Nana. Fermi is nothing but the 10 power minus 15 meters. It is a very strongest force. Nana. Here, nuclear force is a third point is charge independent. How sir ante generally in the nucleus contain only nucleons two. One is proton, other one is neutron. Proton, neutron acting between the force equal to neutron, proton between the force equal to proton between the force. That means neutron force, neutron force, proton force, all the forces are same. That means neutron is a uncharged particle, proton is a charged particle, That means here, look here, that means all the forces is same. Its meaning is one. Force does not depends upon the charge. So nuclear force is a mainly charge independent. Again, the fourth property is nuclear force is a non-central force. Non-central force means nuclear force is a non-central force. Here, what is the non-central force? It is a nuclear force is a non-central force. Non-central force means actually in the gravitation, in the first year, I think gravitation. This is the mass. In this chapter, distance measured one body center to other body center. So gravitational force acting between the centers of two bodies. So gravitational force is called central force. But nuclear force does not act one nucleon center to other nucleon center. So nuclear force is a non-central force. Again, nuclear force is a spin dependent. How? Actually, according to experimental determination, here I take two nucleons, proton and neutron. Here, both the spins are in the same direction. Here, proton and neutron, both the spins are in opposite direction. According to experimental observation, both the spins are parallel, its force is more. That means it's a nuclear force. That means hold these nucleons. Nuclear force is nothing but is a imaginary force to hold the nucleons in the nucleus. This force is greater than this force. That means spins are parallel, the force between the nucleons is more compared to spins are anti-parallel. Spins are anti-parallel. That means between these two, between the force acting between these two is more compared to this, nana. That means parallel spin is more. Parallel spin is seen. The force between these two nucleons is more compared to force between these two nucleons. Next, again, I discuss here now. Nuclear force is an imaginary force to hold the nucleons. Hold the nucleons means all are nearer. That means all are attracted. So that's why nuclear force is a attractive force. Again, another most important point, nuclear force is exchange force. Exchange means suppose proton will be converted into neutron, neutron will be converted into proton. This can be said that the scientist name Ikawa-Meson theory. According to Ikawa-Meson theory, proton is added to the pi minus. This pi is called pions. These pions are three, nana. One is pi plus, pi minus, pi 0. Here p proton plus pi minus, it will be converted into neutron. For example, neutron pi plus, it will be converted into proton. According to what theory, nana? Ikawa-Meson theory. Ikawa, the scientist Ikawa, say that here p plus proton plus pi minus gives neutron, neutron plus pi minus gives proton. Here, for example, neutron plus pi 0 gives to pi n neutron. That means here this neutron is unstable, it will be converted into stable. Alane p plus pi naught gives rise to p. That means unstable proton will be converted into stable proton. That means stable means these nucleons hold these nucleons. These nucleons hold the nucleus. Do you understand? Once again, I repeat, what is the nuclear force? Nuclear force is an imaginary force. It is always to hold the nucleons in the nucleus. Mainly, it is an attractive force. It is an attractive force. It is an exchange force. Proton will be converted into neutron. Neutron will be converted into proton by using Ikawa-Meson theory. And again, it is a short range force. It is the strongest force in nature, and again it is a charge independent because force between neutron proton, force between proton proton be equal to force between neutron same. That means nuclear force is not depends upon the charge. Nuclear force is a non-central force. Actually gravitational force is central force, but nuclear force is a non-central force. And again nuclear force is a spin dependent. That means both the nucleons spins are parallel. Its force between the nucleons is more compared to anti-parallel elements, anti-parallel nucleus. Okay. Next, nana, here there is no formulas for nuclear force, nana. In the gravitation in the last year, gravitational force formula G into m1 m2 by r square. But in this chapter there is no formula for nuclear forces, nana. Okay. Next, I discuss artificial transmutation of elements. What is the artificial transmutation of elements means, Nana? Artificial transmutation of elements means, Nana, one element convert into other element. One element convert into other element by the artificial. Nana, actually, it's naturally unstable element will be converted into stable element. But here artificial, that means by applying some force, by applying some energy, one element to convert into other element, this process is called artificial transmutation of elements. What is the meaning of artificial transmutation of element? One element to convert other element by applying force or by applying energy, that means by applying artificial, that conversion is called artificial transmutation of elements. A small example I can explain. Nitrogen N714 will bombard with helium, that means alpha particle, it convert into O817 plus H11 plus Ha11. That means here nitrogen bombard with alpha particle, automatically nitrogen will be converted into oxygen. That means one element convert into other element by bombarding other. Here alpha particle is bombarded. That means here what is the use of artificial transmutation? Here O817, generally oxygen chemical symbol is 816. 817 means this is the isotope, atomic number same but mass number different. That element is called isotope. And what is the use of artificial transmutation? To produce the isotopes and also to produce the protons, and also to produce, another example I give, that also produce the neutrons. What is the artificial transmutation of element? That means one element convert into other element by the emission of, by the one element converted into other element by the bombarding the one substance, that means by the applying the force. Here an example also I give. What is the use of this phenomena? To produce the isotopes and to produce the protons and neutrons. This is the best use, Nana. Okay. Next, Nana. Next, another most important topic, 4 marks according to intermediate, Nana. Discovery of neutron. Here, Nana, in the year 1930, Bothe and Becker. How many scientists are there here? Bothe and Becker. These scientists observed here alpha particle of energy 5 MeV emitted from polonium. Once again I repeat, Nana, in the year 1930, Bothe and Becker observed alpha particle of energy 5 MeV emitted from polonium is bombarded to once again alpha particle of energy 5 MeV emitted from polonium is bombarded with beryllium. That means bombarded with beryllium, high energetic radiations are emitted. This can be observed by the scientist Bothe and Becker. Once again I repeat, Nana, in the year 1930, Bothe and Becker observed alpha particle of energy 5 MeV emitted from polonium bombarded to the beryllium to release the high energetic radiations are released. His high energetic radiation of energy 7 MeV. These high energetic radiations passing through the electrical field and magnetic field, it is not deflected. That means, once again I repeat, Nana, high energetic radiations are released. These high energetic radiations are passing through electrical field and magnetic field, but it is not deviate, it is not change the path, because actually these Bothe and Becker assumed it is not deflected by the electrical field and magnetic field, so these rays are assumed as a gamma rays because gamma rays is nothing but the photon. Gamma rays is nothing but the photon. These are highly energetic radiations. So that's why it is not a particle, nana. Gamma ray is a photon. So these high energetic radiations are passing are placed in the magnetic field and electrical field. It is not deflected. High energetic radiations are not deflected by electrical field and magnetic field. So that's why these energetic radiations are assumed as a gamma rays. Okay, once again I repeat, nana. In the year 1930, Bethe and Becker observed alpha particle of energy 5 MeV emitted from polonium is bombarded with beryllium and high energetic radiations are released. These high energetic radiations are not deflected by electrical field and magnetic field. That's why these rays are assumed as a gamma rays. Its energy 7 MeV. 7 MeV. These high energetic radiations are assumed gamma rays. Next, nana, in the year, this is the equation, nana. Here, beryllium bombarded with, here look the diagram, beryllium bombarded with alpha particle. Okay, gamma rays will be released. 4 plus 2 6, 9 plus 4 13. Here it becomes 4 plus 2 6, 9 plus 4 13. So that's why C613. This is also radioisotope. Okay, in these 1932, the scientist named Curie and Joliet. In the year 1932, Curie and Joliet observed these assumed gamma rays of energy 7 MeV passing through paraffin. What is the best use of paraffin? It have rich in hydrogen. That means inside hydrogen ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది నాన్న. ఇప్పుడు హై ఎనర్జెటిక్ రేస్ దట్ గామా రేస్ పాసింగ్ త్రూ ద paraffin here rich in hydrogen, so that's why hydrogen will be released. Hydrogen is nothing but the H11 is nothing but the proton. That means assumed gamma rays passing through the paraffin here rich in hydrogen. That's why which will be released, nana? Protons are released. Its energy is 5 MeV. This can be observed by the scientist Curie by Joliet in the year 1932. That means high energetic radiation, that means assumed gamma rays passing through the paraffin which will be released, protons are released, its energy 5 MeV. Next, the greatest scientist in the same year 1932, which will be enter, the scientist name is Chadwick. Here Chadwick entered. Chadwick says 5 MeV protons are released. Here 5 MeV protons are released. Gamma rays energy about 55 MeV needed. That means, nana, here protons energy 5 MeV is released. Gamma rays energy needed 55 MeV. But gamma rays energy is how much, nana? 7 MeV. That means assumed gamma rays energy 7 MeV. Actually protons are released with 5 MeV energy. How much gamma rays energy are required? 55 MeV energy of gamma rays required. But gamma rays energy is here 7 MeV. That means 55 MeV gamma rays are passing to the paraffin, then protons are released with 5 MeV. But here assumed gamma rays energy is what? 7, just 7. So that means 7 ekkada, 55 ekkada. So that's why the energy is different. This energy is what, nana? Different. So that's why this energy is different. So these assumed gamma rays is not a gamma rays. these rays once again passing through the electric and magnetic field. Electrical force formula eq, magnetic force formula qvb. That means here force acting on the charged particle only. That means here these assumed gamma rays, that means this is not a gamma rays now, because gamma rays energy ఎంత ఉండాలి 55 MeV ఉంటే ప్రోటాన్స్ 5 MeV ప్రోటాన్స్ రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. కానీ గామా రేస్ ఎనర్జీ అక్కడ ఎంత ఉంది 7 MeV. సో దీస్ ఆర్ నాట్ ఏ గామా రేస్. సో దట్స్ వై దీస్ గామా రేస్ ఆర్ నాట్ డిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ బై electrical magnetic field. So Chadwick say that this is not a మరి డిఫ్లెక్ట్ అయ్యేది చార్జ్డ్ పార్టికల్, అంటే డిఫ్లెక్ట్ అవుట్లే అంటే దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎ చార్జా చార్జ్లెస్ పార్టికల్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎ న్యూట్రల్ పార్టికల్. సో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ న్యూట్రాన్. దట్ మీన్స్ Chadwick observed here these high energetic radiations, these not a gamma rays, it is a neutrons. This can be said that Chadwick is a Nobel Prize winner, Nana, because of neutrons are discovered by the Chadwick. So because in the government honor by it is given the Nobel Prize. Once again I discuss again what is the discovery of neutron. In the year 1930, the scientists name Bethe and Becker. In the year 1930, Bethe and Becker, both the scientists says that alpha particle of energy 5 MeV emitted from polonium is bombarded with beryllium and release a high energetic radiations. Generally these high energetic radiations are not deflected by electric and magnetic field. So these rays are called assumed gamma rays. Its energy 7 MeV. In the year 1932, Curie by Joliet assumed gamma rays passing through the paraffin and released the protons of energy 5 MeV. Chadwick say that 5 MeV protons are released. Gamma ray energy is 55 MeV, but actually gamma rays energy is 7. Assumed gamma rays energy is 7 MeV. That means energy is different. So that's why these assumed gamma rays are not a gamma rays. It is not deflected by electrical field and magnetic field. That means it is a chargeless particle, that is a neutral particle. So this is called neutron. Namakaranam. That means these high energetic rays is nothing but the neutrons. Here it is a property, some properties I discussed before. One equation I write. This is the corrected equation. Beryllium bombarded with alpha particle, it releases high energetic radiations, that is neutron. Okay. Properties: it is not deflected by electric and magnetic fields because it is a chargeless particles. So that's why chargeless particle means its ionizing power is less, penetrating power is more. Ionizing means NaCl, Na plus Cl minus. దీనికి ఛార్జ్ లేదు కదా, కాబట్టి its ionizing power is less, కాబట్టి ఛార్జ్ లేదు, కాబట్టి there is no attraction, that's why there is no repulsion, that's why its penetrating power is very more. That means neutron is a not deflected by electric and magnetic field, it is a chargeless particle. So that's why its ionizing power less and its penetrating power is high. This is the neutron theory, Nana, to read properly here. Okay.